Hi everybody, I just want to add a quick thing to this animation with functions that we did. So far we've drawn this car on our canvas using these two wheel functions that we've made and a rectangle. What I'd like to do now is actually just draw a car function, or write a car function that will do this entire thing for us. So we're going to make a car function that accepts a ctx value, a cx car x, a cy, the cars y, and ca, the angle that we're using for the wheels. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this for now because I want to keep this up here every time I run so far. And I'll just paste it in there. All right, this is essentially the code that makes our car work. And what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to put it in terms of CX, CY, and CA. All right, right off the back, if I want to do this in terms of CA, I could just replace angle with CA. All right, that covers this. All right, then the user can enter that angle whenever they want. But now I want to get this in terms of CX and CY. Now, what I want my CX and my CY to be, I want CX and CY to be the top left corner of the car body. All right, so I want that to be this point right here. And well, I know what that point is. That's the point that I have here for my fill rect. All right, so if in this example already, CX, CY, I have 60, 70, let me just put everything in terms of that. So CX is equal to 60, CY is equal to 70. And I'm just going to put every other X and Y term in terms of CX and CY. So, for example, right now, CX is equal to 60. So if I see 60 here, that's equivalent to CX. And I could just put that CX in its place. And this is a Y term. Well, CY is equal to 70. Since I see the 70 here, I can just put that CY there. These are width and height, so I'm going to leave them alone. Over here, for the wheel, I have X and Y terms again. All right, well, 80, well, how do I get from CX, which is 60, to 80? All right. Hopefully you're able to do this algebra. All right. CX equals 60. All right. So then CX plus what is equal to 80? Hopefully you guys can just fill this in. You could say that this is 20. But if not, make this an algebra problem. All right. 60 plus something is equal to 80. Subtract 60 from both sides to get that something is 20. All right. Let's just get rid of that. All right, so we know that this should be CX plus 20 over here. CX plus 20. Over here, we want to put this in terms of Y. Well, CY is 70. How do we get from 70 to 100? Hopefully, you can figure that out. That's just add 30 to that. So I'll say CY plus 30. And if any of this is not making perfect sense to you, that's okay. Just drop a note for me in the Discord. All right, this second wheel actually has the same y coordinate. So we can also put here CY plus 30. And the x coordinate slightly different. We have this x is 120. Well, CX is 60. How do you get from 60 to 120? You can simply add 60, right? So this will be, instead, CX plus 60. Okay. Now, we've written this car method. Let's see what happens. All right, so I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to get rid of this. When I get rid of that and I run this, you'll see that nothing pops up. But now let's try this. Let's call our car method. Let's give it our context. Let's put it at the same place. So before, the CX and CY were 60 and 70. And the angle, we'll just give that angle variable that we have. And we should see that we now have a car, exactly where we did before. All right, now this is super useful because we can use this function, this simple function, to animate our car. All right, very simply, I could say var x equals 0, var y, let's keep y, let's just use x for now. All right, we can keep this at 70, but now we can put this at in terms of x, and then what we can do is we can say x plus equals some amount every time. Let's say 0.01. We'll start it off slow. Also, let's see. Well, if x is at 0, that means this is going to start all the way to the left here, but it's going to start in frame. I know from what we drew here that this rectangle is 80 units long, sorry, wide rather. So I'm actually going to start this at -80. And let's see, if I run this, you'll see it actually kind of peaks pretty slowly. So let's ramp this up. Let's make this x plus equals 0, 1. Let's try that. All right, it's starting to move faster. It's still pretty slow. And it's coming onto the screen, and you can see the wheels turning. And there you go. You have a very slow moving car. Let's ramp that up a bit. Let's make it x plus 0.5. All right, pretty good. Pretty good. All right, and there you go. You know what? Why don't we call it there for today? We'll add a few more details tomorrow and then have Friday be a makeup day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to complete the attendance form if you want. This is the car method that we wrote today. And yeah, great job everybody. See you in the next one. Bye.